I got Happy Mail. As a soap maker, I am a part of a really fun, loving, supportive community, and I have so many supporters who are soap makers themselves. So every once in a while, I just love sending that support right back. And one of them is this company that I've been wanting to try their soaps out for a while, and they just recently launched a collection that they put so much work and effort into, and I was so impressed by the soap bars that this creator made that I just had to put in an order, and it came. So let me unbox it for you guys. Love that detail. So the company is Clover Soapworks. Look at these beautiful cards. And the second I opened this, the smell of it just hit me, and it's so good. Okay, so I ordered 3 soaps from their most recent collection. The owner of this company is Nathan, and he is such a wonderful, amazing person. He's very active on social media. So if you want to check Clover Soapworks out, you can find them there. I think their handle is Clover Soapworks. On Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, they're everywhere. But I really love their branding. Look at these beautiful boxes. Like, am I right? Like, look at the gold and the cutout. This is premium packaging, something that I aspire to do for myself someday. And I love the sides of the boxes too. Such a beautiful design. So this one that I pulled out is called The Messenger. Oh, and the notes are sweet orange, rosewood, leather, and parchment. That smells amazing. And you get a hint of what the soap bar looks like with this really beautiful cutout. The second you open the soap box, you get that mica line detail. Here's the first soap, The Messenger. Perfectly straight lines for each layer, something that I've not been able to achieve yet, so this is incredible. And I love all of these colors. Look at these cute stickers. His nephew designed these stickers for him to go along with his collection because each soap represented a character. Look at how well done each character is. You know the amount of work that goes into doing something like this, the amount of thought? And that's why I wanted to support him, because this is incredible, and I wish more soap makers did stuff like this because it's so fun. It's so creative. All right, the next soap. Oh, this smells so good. So this is the Sharpshooter. This is pine, lavender, and cedar. And this is the one that Kale selected because he picked one and I picked one and he let me pick a third one. So this one was his choice. He loves everything pine. But okay, the smell of pine and lavender, hello. That is a scent I didn't know I needed in my life, and yet here it is. Oh, this smells so clean. If you follow Nate on social media, you know that he's a true soap artiste. All of his soaps look so amazing and so beautiful. I can watch his reels on repeat. He's got social media down so good. Oh, this bar is beautiful. Smells so good. Good choice, Kale. So that was the Sharpshooter. And this soap I'm really excited about. This one was the Conductor. And his reel for this soap was what made me want to buy his soaps in this line in the first place. Oh my God, how gorgeous. This is the Conductor, and there's scent notes of cedarwood, sage, and smoked rum. Okay, this smells so good. Look at the tops of his soaps, so beautiful. And I love the stamp of the clover in each soap. That's pretty awesome. One thing that I really love about Nate's company is that these scent blends aren't typical. And the reason why they're not typical is because he blends them himself. He said that these were all unique scents that he mixed and matched with other fragrance oils. Wow, he did a really good job. Each one smells so good. And this is what I mean by branding. Look at all of this. If you want to check out Nathan's stuff, his social media, all of that is linked down below. Please send him some love from me because he's such a hard worker and someone that I really, really enjoy watching on his Instagram stories. He does a coffee talk every morning on Instagram that I like to listen to because his anecdotes are hilarious. Excellent start to my day, and how appropriate that I'm starting the day off with some soap because I plan on making soap today. I plan on doing a couple bars or a couple of loaves. It's getting late in the day, but I'm gonna push myself to do it. I'm gonna attempt to do a high tide soap. I'm going to attempt to do a patchouli lime soap, which is the Earth Song fragrance. And I think I'm going to do a third loaf, or I might not, I don't know. Might just do 2. Today's Tuesday. I think I might just do 2 today. Maybe another 2 tomorrow. I don't know. But I want to get some soap up on the website, and those are the last 2 soaps that I haven't done yet from the core line that I plan to have on my website all the time, if I could catch up. So let's go ahead and dive right into that. I'll meet you guys in the studio. Oh, hi. Welcome to the studio. So I'm just getting prepped here to make a whole bunch of soap. I was gonna do 2, but in the time it took for me to finally get this apron on from when you last saw me, I decided to do 3. And that third loaf is gonna be my gift for my Golden Bubble patrons. I actually still don't know what it'll be, but I want it to be kind of Christmassy themed. So we'll see what I come up with. But for now, I'm gonna be measuring out the oils and butters that are solid at room temperature. I'm gonna put them in my, what is this? It's like a Presto pot. I'm gonna put them in the Presto pot so that I can get that melting down. I've already mixed up my lye water, and I know that there is a way to do this by pre-mixing a 50-50 lye solution. I want to do that eventually. I don't think I'm there yet, but I hear that's a really easy way to get soaping really fast. If you wanted to, you're pretty much master batching your lye solution and then also master batching all of your oils together, so you're not having to do this every single batch. You just do it once, like a lot of it, and then you just grab the amount that you need to make your soap. I want to get to that point someday, but today is not that day. But yeah, when it comes to changing my procedures, usually it takes me a few weeks to wrap my brain around it, and then another week or so to actually execute it. Or in some cases, it could take a month. So we're gonna be measuring out our oils and butters for now. This big box is shea butter, and I use an unrefined shea butter. You can't smell it in the soap, but it does have like a nutty, musky smell. This morning I was listening to Ali Abdal's latest video. He does these life updates every year, and he talks about where his business is going, what his business is up to, and any changes in direction he sees his business going. And for the past couple of years, he's been reflecting on his own success as a YouTuber. He has a pretty massive channel, over 1 million subscribers. He might be at 4 million subscribers now. But the last couple of years, he's been reflecting on that success because his channel and what he's achieved in life is the goal of many people that start a YouTube channel. Like, that's the dream, when you have that many subscribers and that many views. But his update videos always seem to have a tinge of sadness to them. And in today's video, he was talking about the concept of having enough and how it's okay to leave money on the table and you don't have to push yourself so hard to be trying to earn every dollar. And because of this new mindset that he's adopted, he's decided to travel the world and live on less. I think that is such an awesome conclusion he's come to. But he's also open to the idea that this is just a season in his life and he might want to jump back into the hustle down the road. There's no set roadmap when it comes to stuff like this. And a lot of what he said resonated with me because I don't feel the need to be scaling my business super quick. I like it slow and steady. And his video confirmed what I've always suspected, that even if you reach a certain level of success, there's no guarantee that you're going to be happy at that level of success. And if you reach that level of success at the expense of your happiness and comfort and well-being, is it really worth it? A lot of the principles in his video are talked about in that book that I mentioned, The Psychology of Money. So if you want to check that book out, I have a link to it down below. I didn't the last video, but I've added it now, and there's a link again down below if you want to check it out. It's a great book. Please let me know what book recommendations you guys have that are entrepreneurial in nature or self-help books. I'm trying to read 2 a month, and I'm on track to do that for the month of December. I keep talking about The Psychology of Money. I've read that, and I've also read Burn the Books by this author over here. I'll link him also down below, but that was another great book that really resonated with me. Next hard oil that needs to be melted is coconut oil. Look at that. And for this, I do use a refined deodorized coconut oil, although I have used an unrefined, undeodorized coconut oil for soap before, and that scent didn't transfer. But because I make creams and sugar scrubs and other products that use coconut oil, I figure it's just easier to get the refined stuff in bulk. I really like coconut oil in soap. It's a great oil to include. Lots of bubbles. It could be drying though, so careful with your levels when using coconut oil as one of your soaping oils. I remember when coconut oil was cheaper than olive oil, and that's not the case anymore. I understand that there is an olive shortage, which explains why the price of olive oil has skyrocketed, in addition to just inflation happening everywhere. From what I hear, the price is starting to go down, which is good. And here is the last solid oil. This is palm oil, and I'm going to put it in here. And you can see I'm amassing quite the mound of solid oils and shea butter in here. But it all melts down and fits quite nicely in this Presto pot. And it melts the oils pretty fast, way faster than a double boiler does. So I'm gonna plug this in over there and measure out my liquid oils. We are at the point now where I'm about to start soaping, and the camera is angled in a way that it'll be a great angle to show the soap going into the mold. It's not really great right now, but I'm trying to stick to just one camera. So I'm gonna pour my lye water solution into my oils, and my oils have a little bit of kaolin in it, and the lye water solution has a little bit of sodium lactate in it. So now that that is in there, I'm going to stick blend. When I work with brand new fragrance oils, I like to work in half batches, just in case it's the type of fragrance oil that is gonna misbehave on me. So here's half of the batch now. And usually this half of the soap, I like to color it in the main body of the soap, which I'm going to make this soap mostly blue. So I'm gonna add my color right in here. Again, sorry that the angle is not the best. And we're going to add half of our fragrance oil. And for now, I'm gonna hand stir it to see what happens. And if it's the type of fragrance oil that causes my soap to accelerate, this is where it happens. And I don't have soap on a stick yet, but it does seem to be thickening it nicely. So I'm gonna stir and then just pour it in without stick blending it further. Oh, and that smells heavenly. Pour this into the mold. Oh, already got a bit of a spill there, that's okay. I'm not a very neat soaper, you know? I'm pretty messy. So this soap that I'm working on is called High Tide, and this is going to replace Georgian Bay, which I've decided to move forward with a totally different soap. It will have the same ocean vibes that Georgian Bay had, but branded for the Pacific Northwest. And a lot of people were wondering why I would do that, but you know what? It's me burning the boats. If you're curious what that phrase means, there's a whole book on that, and that's linked in my description box. All right, so there's that. Now that I know I can trust that fragrance oil, I'm gonna add the rest of it right into my bucket of remaining soap. Give that a stir. It's behaving gorgeously, guys. I'm very, very, very happy about that. These containers I'm gonna pour the soap into. We're going to add our colors. So I have a regular blue, I have more of a navy blue, which I don't know if that'll morph in the soap. I guess we'll find out. It might morph into a gray. I have some suspicions about that mica. And here's the white. And like with the main batter, I'm just going to hand stir it. Should have started with the white, but we started with the green. That is a-okay. The white I'm using is a titanium dioxide. The rest are micas. Oh, that looks great. I like that color blue. That's excellent. So it is starting to thicken up nicely on me. It's really, really workable. I think it'll end up being pretty good. All right, then we have that navy blue. Remember, this might darken to a gray. I'm okay with that if it does. All right, now we can start pouring. I'm trying to battle these shadows here. I'm not sure how to get rid of them exactly. I think I might need to invest in an overhead light. We shall see. All right, there's one color going in. Here's another color going in. Color number 4, and then the white. I've been loving the swirl results when I use this swirling tool from Bramble Berry. I like to use it for just the bottom part. The swirls that I'm doing are, or this technique is just, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it's like a modified Luna swirl where you just kind of pour colors into each other and you kind of get this really cool gradient effect. I've been really loving how it looks a lot. It's a good way to introduce in your soap colors, a few more colors than you initially thought you would have. Okay, this fragrance oil is a dream. A dream. I think this soap's going to turn out nice. I can feel it in my bones already. Now we're just gonna work on the top of the soap. So I basically just create these really fun textured waves. The smell is sending me. I really like this a lot more than my original Georgian Bay scent, which is saying a lot because I love that scent so much. Really, when it comes to ocean scents, they're quite gender neutral. They're quite unisex. Anyone who smells them can enjoy them, and I think that's why they're so popular. The biggest compliment that I get are people saying that my tops are signature tops, and I think that they are. I truly believe that my soap tops are unique to me, but to hear that confirmed by other people is just so nice. I love that people are associating this specific kind of top to me, even though you could argue it's pretty generic. I didn't invent the ice cream swirly top, but I'm glad people are associating this style with me because I love it. I can't make a soap without this top. And I was telling another soaper that I need to figure out how to do this for slab molds, and maybe that's the reason why I haven't started yet, or I haven't dove right in, because I'm afraid that it's not gonna be as beautiful. I'm just really tickled with how well this fragrance oil is behaving. I love it so much. I'm going to do some swirlies. I'm just going to spray the tops with some mica. So here is my High Tide soap, looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm so pleased with how this fragrance oil performed and also how it smells. I'm going to set this aside and then just start making my 2 other soaps. But it'll be just sped up at this point just so that I can get through it faster. Enjoy, guys. So I did it. I made 3 soaps. These 2 are gonna be a part of my core line. This is Earth Song and this is High Tide, and this loaf is for my Golden Bubble patrons, and I will be sending this bar sometime in January. I might have to make another mini loaf of this depending on how many people sign up. You have until the 26th of December and you will get a bar of this beautiful soap. For this soap, I blended Peppermint Marshmallow and Autumn Harvest by Kulig Aromatique, and this, well, they all behaved perfectly. As you can see, I ended up with 3 gorgeous soaps. If you want the recipe for these soaps, you can find that on my Patreon, which is linked down below. But if you want to buy a soap bar, these will be available as of Monday. What's the date on Monday? December 18th is when you can get your hands on a High Tide bar and an Earth Song bar, which is an orange, patchouli, lime, lemongrass scent. It's gonna be good. And stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog where I cut into them and you can see the inside of these soaps. Speaking of my Patreon, real quick, I wanted to thank my patrons, especially my Bubble BFFs. Their names are over here. Thank you so much for supporting me and for all of the tiers in Patreon. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I appreciate you guys watching and liking and commenting and subscribing. This has been so much fun. This is why I do this every year, because I just love reading your comments, I love reading your feedback, and I love learning from you guys. But that is it for now. I'm going to close out this video, and until the next one, keep smiling, keep being awesome, and I will see you there. Bye guys.